current relationship with J.D. Vance, saying, it's a difficult situation because of kind of the relationship between the two countries right now, but he considers Vance to be a true friend, and also they're part of the same fantasy football team.
Okay, that's interesting to know. Does Pierre Poilievre know he's offering his services to Mark Carney? Because it seems like there's a skip being stepped to say if Mark Carney, there's another leader in the middle of this. Do they know about this? Do we know, Kate?
That's a good question. Many people today have asked me the question, how involved was the leader's office in this interview, or did they know about this interview? And I tell them I will happily talk to any MP who wants to talk to me, regardless of whether or not they get a sanctioned approval to speak with me. So I couldn't tell you.
It's just an interesting offer to be made to the Prime Minister in that way. Okay, you talked to him about that, his friendship with J.D. Vance. What is Jamil Jivani saying about Pierre Poilievre's leadership? Because obviously this is a ferocious conversation happening in conservative circles right now.
Yeah, he was very honest about how difficult it was to lose the last general election. I mean, Jamil Jivani is kind of in an interesting position because he came into federal politics in a federal by-election in 2024, right, at a period where most people thought that the Conservatives were going to win. And then, of course, I interviewed him the day after the second floor crosser crossed the floor last week. And so we talked about that a little bit and how that can be also very difficult for caucus. But we talked about the leadership convention, or the Conservative convention that will have a leadership review in January, and he said, he believes that Pierre Poilievre has the majority of support from members, and that he believes he's the right person to take him into the next election. Take a listen to what he had to say.
I can just say from my observations, I do think the experience he had in Battle River Crowfoot, going back out there, having to ask for a vote, talking to people, I do think it strengthened him as a person, as a man, and as a leader. I have seen him be, collaborative and with a bigger caucus, finding ways to get more people involved in things. So I'm hopeful that as time goes on, just like any leader is supposed to, he continues to learn and grow. I think he's going to have a very positive result in the convention. I think a vote for Pierre at our leadership convention is a vote for our team and the strength of our team.
So he had some kind words for the leader there, saying that he does think that the majority of Conservative members, or voters, I guess, in the convention will come out for Pierre Poilievre.
So this has caused a bit of a stir, this interview, for the content, but also just for the nature of it, right? I've had some Conservatives reach out to me about this. You've had some Conservatives reacting to it as you've been rolling it out. A lot of people looking at this saying, is this like a signal of leadership ambitions, intentions? I mean, what's your sense of where Jamil Jivani is on that?
Well, I did get a number of calls today trying to suss out what's going on here. You could hear him express support for the leader, but of course we're going into what could be a tumultuous time for Pierre Poilievre, depending on how things shake out, depending if there's another floor crosser. Jamil Jivani, he's been unafraid to take on issues that are kind of outside the realm of OLO talking points. We can think of his campaign against DEI. We can think of him taking a stand against the National School Food Program. He was the first in his caucus to come out against the TFW, Temporary Foreign Worker Program.
Right, but he's not been the lead on that, right? Because he is no critic role in the caucus, right? So he flagged it, but it's been Michelle Rempel-Garner who's been on it, right?
That's right, but he has his own YouTube page where he puts out his own clips, and similar to what Pierre Poilievre did actually before he took over as leader. So definitely one to watch inside this caucus. Despite not having a critic role, I would argue that he has been the most visible Conservative MP in the sort of online media space during the fall sitting.
Okay, an interesting time.